Hi guys,
Yo, what's up? You know what I mean?
So my name is Yentl, and this is
My name is James, Born Photography, aka Unky, aka the spiritual woo.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Aka Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
You know what I'm saying?
Love that. I love that. All right, damn, I gotta do my AKAs now.
Go ahead.
So I'm Yentl, aka the spiritual detective.
There you go.
I don't have no other AKAs. I'll come up with some other stuff over time.
This is our new podcast called Inside the Eye.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Okay, so why are we calling it Inside the Eye?
All right. So Unky and I came up with Inside the Eye. We're basically taking a look inside. The eye that we're referencing is here, our pineal gland, your third eye.
Yep.
Which is also the eye of
Heru.
They call it Horus.
Yeah, some people call it Horus. We ain't using no Greek words on this.
We ain't whitewash shit.
Yeah, we ain't doing all that. We're gonna get to the nitty gritty. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So inside the eye.
Inside the eye.
What we gonna be talking about on this podcast in the future? Because this is just the intro. We gonna bang it into y'all heads real quick.
Yeah, we're just doing a little introduction. First episode of our podcast. So we're gonna focus mainly on spirituality, and all that spirituality entails. There's so many different aspects of it. Just myself, I have my own take on spirituality, or like where I go with it. Unky as well, he has like his own version. So I think we're going to find a way to like mesh and mix it and just also, put out there like how I view, my version of spirituality and how Unky views his version of spirituality. But we're also going to discuss so many other topics.
Yeah. She does astrology.
Right. Well, I'm practicing astrologist.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's, practicing astrology. I know a lot about some astrology, African astrology, some stuff about Bazi, which is Chinese astrology, but we kind of took it back. I'll get back into that later on. I'm going to be discussing spirituality, other aspects of spirituality, people who are into certain things and how they look at certain things. And, you might get bashed a little bit. Just a little bit, a little tiny little bit. People, a little controversy because if people know before I already had a podcast, so now I'm just back again doing it because the stars aligned us,
Absolutely.
Yeah, it just came like that. I took a break for a while. Now I'm back again. So that means you're about to have a little problem.
Period.
You feel me? And, we let's tell these people how we even know each other.
Okay, true. Okay, so I met Paola, which is my friend, through Dry Bar. I used to work at Dry Bar doing hair. I'm also a cosmetologist, licensed cosmetologist. And I've known Paola for a while, but I hadn't met Unky yet. And once upon a time, I guess I was out here visiting our friend Paola in Brooklyn. And that's how I ended up meeting Unky at her house, was it?
Yeah, I don't really even know
the exact time.
But yeah, we met through
a little lit.
Yeah, it was a little lituation, you know what I'm saying? And we've been friends for a little minute, through those avenues. So it was just like about a couple of months ago that you really started expressing like what you do and where you're at with certain things. Cause she was very quiet around. She would talk a little bit about it, but it wasn't too heavy. And me, I'm just, I'm like open. I'm very open, but I'm like a ratchet spiritualist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I could be looking at you and say something very good at one point in time, and then I'll look at you and be like, nah, this is real street shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
which is cool because like I think that's why it took so long too for us to like get to the level where we were now.
Yeah.
Because I mean, our circle that wasn't necessarily like spiritually based.
Nah, not at all.
But it took us some time to just get on like our own like vibe and our own level, And understanding too, like because again, like how I mentioned earlier, like the way that I view the spirituality or like my version of it was different from yours. Because like even now with Inside the Eye, like I said Eye of Horus and you said Eye of Heru.
Yeah.
So like this is something that I wasn't necessarily like hip to, you know, and I think we've now reached the level where like I feel like we're on the same.
Yeah, we there.
Yeah.
She's reading some books that I know about. We'll talk about that in the future.
Yeah.
And then also too, you have a little accent. What's your ethnical background? I made that word up.
Okay. Yeah. Because your brother gave us the 1 2.
Yeah. I said another word earlier. But
that's okay because I create some words too.
Okay, there's gonna be a lot of words.
Fantastical.
Yeah, there you go. There's gonna be a lot of words on here being created.
So I'm actually Dominican, which is funny. Like people say I have an accent, and I don't feel like I have an accent, but I guess because I hear myself speak
all the time. Yeah.
But I'm Dominican. I was born and raised here in New York City.
Okay.
But in a very Hispanic, very Dominican neighborhood.
Okay.
So I guess and it's funny, they just actually, like on the map, if you check now, it's called Little DR finally.
Where?
In Washington Heights.
See this?
Did y'all
see this? Y'all got your little DR now, huh? Y'all good over there. Y'all good, right? Yellow rice and all that. But anyway. I'm Trinidadian. And Grenadian. Found that out like a couple of years back when I went to Grenada. And my mom is Native American, you know, so very Southern, you know, grew up in Brownsville, Flatbush, and the hometown is the Flossie. Been here for 25 years.
Flossie. I ain't from the Flossie, but I read Flossie hard.
Yeah, you already know what's going on. You already know what's going on over here. Serious. So, yeah, so that, you know, that's just my background. So, you know, if you really do think that I'm just straight American, you're going to have a problem. But, you know, that I express that in my food that I cook anyway. Very, you know, the West Indian.
Unky's is vegan. So this is it's dope. I'm an aspiring vegan.
Yeah, we're gonna get you there by the end of all these podcasts.
I'm gonna be
we're gonna have food up here too, stuff like that. So you know, tune in, see what we're gonna talk about, see what we're gonna do, see how your feelings and your emotions is gonna run. Don't cry. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could comment. You know what I'm saying? You can hate. You know, I'm not gonna respond to you. You know what I'm saying? Unless you owe me some money and I'll pull up on you. You feel me?
So, first of all, let's touch on that real quick too. Like, me and Unky are very different. Like our styles. So like you're gonna hear a lot of ish talking from Unky. Yeah. You might hear a little ish talking from me, but maybe not so much. But
it's all good. Yeah, I'm playing.
You spicy. We add some flavor too.
Yeah, we're gonna add some flavor, some sazon.
Some sazon.
You know what I mean? So tune in. This is joint is called Inside the Eye.
Yes, Inside the Eye. So join us when we come back next episode. We'll have some interesting topics to talk about. So yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Feel me?
Peace.
Social media.
Social media.
10-second break and then jump.
Okay.
5, 4, like do like a short outro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And Unky, before we go, tell everybody where they could find you on social media.
James Bourne Photography. That is JamesBourne Photography, and that's on Twitter too.
Boom lit. And you can find me on Instagram at The Spiritual Detective. So I don't want to spell all that out. It's spelled correctly.
Yeah, there you go.
The Spiritual Detective, spelled correctly on Instagram. You can also find me on Twitter as The Spiritual Detective and on Facebook as well as The Spiritual Detective.
There you go.
And as more social media outlets come about, we'll let y'all know and you can follow us there too.
Okay, bet.